recording this so that people can keep looking back at it for whatever it matters. Because I know someone's going to be like, I forgot, or this story, you didn't write it down in the way that you talked about it, blah, blah, the usual excuses. This way people can go back to it and in fucking 40 sessions when you guys are like, that sounds familiar, hold on, I know what it is. There's actually some sort of evidence of things. Because,
Okay.
scrolling through the chat for 40 sessions ago, that's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun.
Alright. So, after going through the Akashic record, through your sombrero of 1,000 tomes, and briefly, scanning through it, you happen to come across, with all your studying combined, at the library, and moving through the pictures of about, old talk of dreamers, and other, myths and legends, and as you peer through the Akashic record and you're pulling out this book in here and you're opening it up, you see the smith of a dreamer as this cataclysmically large creature of a man, as it's forming from its hands stones, and this one stone, as he pierces it into fire, and another stone into the water, and another stone into the earth, he takes the last of the four stones and reaches it up into space. And as the magic imbibes around it, the symbols grow similar to the one that is on the stone that you have. Pulling it down with the other stones, they begin to form a crown rotating around the giant's head. And as he pulls up, activating the glowing runes of the space stone, he clasps his hands, and a portal opens to other dimensions. And you come back from your vision looking at the stone of the same exact build.
Okay, so it's the Stone of Space, and then there are stones for the four elements, and all of them combined together into a true arrow.
Or maybe they're just four different arrows, but yeah.
I mean, would they be five?
It's four stones, buddy.
Okay, sorry. It was one into the water, one into the earth, and into the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, maybe you just have a quarter of an artifact. Or maybe it's just four artifacts that go together. I mean, you've seen the Sahedron.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm really down with trying to find the rest of it to make the crown again. That's going to be a whole another thing.
Either way, you know it floats about the other three, so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, since it's just a legend, I guess I don't really see the way to use it correctly. I'm just aware that
Yeah, but as discussed, you can fiddle around with it and it'll activate after minutes and minutes of use. Like I said, just something so that you guys just don't have unlimited plane shifts. Because in a way, you kind of do. It's just going to take time to activate it. Like that closet you stole it from. You have no idea how long she had it. You know, like she had time to learn how to use it. You were a brand new user with no foreknowledge. You took something from someone without learning how to activate it before killing them. Rookie mistake.
rookie mistake, torture for minute for everything from here on out.
I'm gonna say torturing a demon seems hard, but it's also a really weak demon. So,
Aren't closets like demons of cowards and shit?
No, closets are demons formed by casters that intentionally create them to have familiars.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, it seems a lot easier than normal demons.
yeah. She arguably has a master somewhere. Maybe, who knows? You guys killed everything without learning what the story was.
Yeah, that's when I apologize, but I wasn't going to.
Yeah, that's all right.
My character's intention wasn't to learn about demons.
No, it's like I said, it's all right. It's just there's a lot of open ends that you guys have no clue about now. Like the party, just for the record, upon using you as a metal detector on detect fiendish presence, couldn't find any residue of detect like of fiendish presence left, meaning they haven't been there in like the last couple of days, gave up. Which again, it's whatever. Like that's arguably the smarter thing to do for the party rather than camping out for weeks on end to catch a succubus. Carrying on with your lives, like it's not really your problem to deal with. But it's one of those things that will hopefully come back later, rather than you guys just run away from your problems forever. Like it's adventures. Like shit happens.
I mean, yeah, it's the thing. My character had the minimal respect for succubuses because they're not complete forces of chaos. But most demons, my character just doesn't care for.
I don't know. They're pretty chaotic, buddy.
Oh no, they are, but comparatively to other ones, they're still one of the ones that you can actually negotiate with if needed.
I feel like if you wanted to, you can negotiate with a lot of demons.
Oh, probably. There's just some of the easier ones because they're also okay. I'll say like this: there's some of the ones that are most willing to talk because they gain a lot from talking because they're so good at convincing people.
Wouldn't that make them more dangerous than the other demons, then, buddy?
I mean, I'm not saying that she wouldn't be more dangerous. I'm just saying she would be easier to start a conversation with.
All right, yeah. Well,
And it's better
as
than, bestiality demon.
look, man, the bestiality demon was a lot of fun to fight. It also doesn't speak common, so there you go.
Yeah, see?
So yeah. As for the hat, you know that it is a fucking hat. Good luck with that.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm going to do with the hat.
Put it on.
No.
Alright, well, the stone and the more intense details of it, after seeing how it was formed and seeing like the dreamer like confirm what it does and you investigating the runes of it, you are aware that you can channel conjuration spells through it like you did try earlier. It, as far as you know, doesn't do anything to that. It's just a fun focus for no fucking reason. And you can use it as an unlimited source of like teleportation magic, which, you know, fucking activating it is going to take you a really long time because you're basically trying to solve the Hellraiser cube on runes without any actual knowledge of how to activate it. So mechanically, this comes out to instead of it just being like a free instant cast, you're gonna finagle with it for like a random amount of minutes every time, which is best communicated by just saying you do that. But if you try and activate it in combat, I will roll, and maybe you do get like really low on the spectrum and only have to spend 10 straight rounds playing with it, which is actually possible in combat as opposed to getting stuck with 10 minutes or something.
I mean, yeah, that is fair. Um, Now that I know its functionality to the better detail, like, can I? Because that's the thing is I haven't learned anything about the hat, so there's no reason for me to roll Arcana. But can I now start doing like Arcana checks, to try and, or is that the only effect I have access now is the teleportation?
So, like I said, the other magic that the stone possessed cannot function without the other stones.
Okay, understood.
So as is, I think the only good uses of the stone, but like I said, it's teleportation magic. So if you can find
It's
something,
travel.
yeah, it's travel. Like technically, you could spend 10 minutes to dimension door, but I don't really think that's going to be particularly useful for spending 10 minutes on. I would say its real purpose is as a party tool to activate gates or just greater teleport or something. But teleport is a fucking risk every time you activate that.
So okay, so it can do to any spell with the teleportation subtype.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Okay. Because there's some funny teleportation spells that I can with.
Yeah, but it's the like I
I
said,
mean, you
like
got
is
with
it
10 minutes.
yeah, really is casting dimension. I guess if you're outside of like an enemy fortress and you can stealth for that long, I suppose dimension dooring past a wall isn't terrible, but it's really
You
best as
said
like
it
a
any
as far as you can tell. I there might be one I'm forgetting, but yeah, it's any traveling spell. Yeah,
gate is a spell.
yeah. I told you can make portals.
Yeah, no, it's just gate is so much more useful than teleport.
I mean, yes, but do consider that the demon gate was never like reformed, so there must be something about it.
I mean, its experimentation is needed.
But yeah, if you want to cast a gate, go for it. I wouldn't recommend it because that's just asking for everyone to look at you, you Onero user.
Gonna look at Pat. Guess what? We got some fucking portal.
Just cast gate in the middle of a fucking metropolis. That's smart.
No, it's I'm more sick because Pat's. I think Pat's going to be slightly busy.
Eh,
He won't be too much because we can just choose not to use them.
there's what I'm basically trying to say is like, yeah, you can use gate, but you don't know what side effects of doing that would be because for all you know, if you activate a gate, the stone won't be able to do anything else if it's holding the gate open.
No, that's completely fair.
I'm just giving you like potentialities. You aren't really sure considering you're staring at an artifact and speculating. But since your character is loaded with intelligence, I feel like I should drop like possibilities at you. Because like I said, the demon cult did not reopen the gate. This is either because the stone can't sustain a gate for a long time, or they're just trying to keep it under wraps, or perhaps it does something to the stone and makes it like unusable after for a couple of days. Like there's a bunch of things that could happen. It requires testing, or like you've pretty much gone maximum research with what you can do. So arguably, you either have to get to a higher level to do a better check, or well, I mean, there's the intellectuary that if you can get in, that'll give you a nice hefty boost to researching.
Yeah, I'm just more upset that I didn't find anything out about that.
You just rolled really bad on the hat, man.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's nothing here that can give me a recheck on spellcraft. So yeah.
I mean, can't you just keep doing greater
Oh yeah,
detect magic?
spellcraft I can just keep doing
Yeah,
it.
you can just keep staring at it every day.
Well, let's with this everything. Let's now also use identify. Yeah, that's a good FT bonus. Bringing everyone together now. 54. Natural 20.
Did you really?
Yes.
Hold
I
on.
used all the buffs I used previously, David, and I also cast Identify.
Well, now.
I mean, you can't go. Literally, the checks I've been doing was 2 spellcrafts, a diplomacy, 4 history checks, and a spellcraft.
uh, after your okay, so your spellcraft should pull up that it is. Give me a second to make sure that it's just enchantment, but let me. Uh, you know, I don't memorize these things, so I have to check a spell that's on it to actually see what it is, and then my computer freezes because, you know,
I, I'm like, cool necromancers, man. Come on.
like I type in Fox's Cunning to. It does not have Fox's Cunning on it, but I know it's the same kind of spell. Because what does education fall under? Yeah, see, I would have said enchantment, but they're actually it's the hat is a blinding transmutation aura.
Oh yeah, no, the stat spells are transmutation.
Yeah, but I just knew it was the education subdomain.
Okay. Okay, so what are do I know the effects with the 54?
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Um, it gives you a +8 intelligence, charisma, and wisdom.
Okay, I need this hard, but it leaves me catatonic.
Yeah, the catatonicness
Do I
doesn't actually seem to be any aura on it. The aura of it just seems to give you a huge boost to mental stats. That's all it seems to do.
do I understand why like can I sense the presence in it while trying to the spellcraft checks, or
No,
I don't know to check anything of the sort.
look, you know it possesses people.
One day I'm going to have him possess me after I've cast all my spells for the day.
Okay, I will repeat to you that when it possessed people, it wasn't incredibly smart itself. It was fairly dumb. Like the way it controlled Go. When Govar went to run away while being possessed, it ran into a door frame because Govar is too tall. It didn't think to
I
duck
know,
until afterwards.
I know. I just need to find a way to use it without going comatose.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's that. But I thought you were talking about buffing yourself and then wearing it and letting it do things, which I was trying to explain. It's really dumb.
Yeah, I mean the only way I can think of is casting mind blank and then putting this shit on.
Oh, I mean, you can you cast Mind Blink right now? Do you want to try that? I don't think you can.
Oh hell no, I don't. It's an 8th level spell.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Mind Blank. That's. Is it ninth level? Really?
No, 8th,
Eighth.
8th level.
Yeah. Look, man, I don't memorize these things. I just check on them as things
Oh,
approach.
I remember because you remember how many fucking you used that spell. Like you cast on everyone.
Yeah, communal. I thought. Yeah, that's communal Mind Blank, right? Or is that a ninth level thing?
No, no, no. One mind blank is 8th level.
Okay, that might be.
We
Yeah.
we spent tens of thousands of gold and scrolls of that shit.
To be fair, you guys upset a lot of people.
I know,
Also, to
but we
be fair, you
used
guys
it for a reason.
tens of thousands of gold at that time was also like nothing to you people.
You say that, but Cody put us well in debt.
Yeah, well, that was after the fact.
No, it was not. It was during the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. By the way, Joe, can you remember the name of that town in Ashcan?
In Ashcan?
Yeah, the town that the demon problem was at.
Oh, no, I cannot.
Yeah,
I'm
everybody
sorry.
everybody has forgotten.
I. This might be a possibility, David. I don't think we asked the name of the town ever.
No, I remember the name of the town was something, and we made a couple of guesses at pronouncing it, and then I came in being an asshole, like mispronouncing it as hard as possible, and we agreed that was the name.
Okay, let me go check on the chat because there's a possibility.
Yeah, it definitely is written down in the chat, but like I said, nobody actually wants to go back and check, and it was not that important. It was just in case you
I'll check.
remembered. It was in case you remembered. So, anyways, anything else you wanted to do with checking for these artifacts?
I don't. I mean, is there? Do I know of any way to be able to see what sentience is within an item? Like, can I try to study that?
I think there actually is a spell that checks for item egos, but I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Let me
Um,
let me search out of character and in character.
yeah, I mean you're really smart. You should know it. I just can't remember if it's like an aura detection thing or if you like the item. So the item is clearly as you've tested with using like detect thoughts on it. It's either so dumb it has no thoughts, or it's just not sentient when not being worn. So there's that problem with it. Also, it takes like
Mhm.
upwards of 8 minutes of standing in a coma for her to actually begin like walking around. So there's that problem with it. Uh,
Yeah.
it's not exactly a very good intelligent item. You know what I mean?
I mean, yes, but the benefits for me to use this, David, are actually astronomical.
I mean, yeah, if you can figure out a way to wear it, I'll applaud you because it's really not designed to let you wear it.
Yeah, I mean, what is, like,
Yeah,
like this is literally perfect for my character, but I
yeah.
have no way to use it.
I assure you, there's things you can use it with. Like, I guess if you're there's far more clever things that I've thought of, but I'm also willing to see you guys do stupid shit. Like, I don't know, off the top of my head, I could think of you
Uh,
forcing it on
I
someone and making them go
yeah,
comatose.
yeah, no, that I thought about that, but after the severing it does, I'm like, I mean, I have to try it, but at least find a way to wear it.
It's like a really shitty and obscure sleep hex.
Yeah, it's uh, yeah.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat. I discovered what the things do.
Oh, I was wondering. I was about to ask, did you find out what the stone did?
Yeah, the stone is a teleportation stone. It allows me to cast any spell. I don't know purely the limits of it, but I can
Oh,
spend minutes to cast any of the any spell with the teleportation subtype.
Oh.
I mean, this is great, Pat, because this encourages us to see the rest of the world. So after that, we can travel to places instantly.
sorry, Joe. Did you say you cast Identify on this hat?
Yes.
Let me check something, but I think
Oh
Identify
yeah,
doesn't.
we already know what the hat does. It makes you go sleepy, but it also tries to make
Yeah,
you steal it.
It also
Joe,
gives you +8 to all to elemental stats.
shut your hole, Joe. Identify doesn't work on artifacts.
Oh, I mean, then it's the 40 something.
That's still you still nat 20, so you're fine. But still, fucking remember that, buddy.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah. Um. But yeah,
Yeah, but it gives you +8 to all mental stats.
No, it makes you go to sleep. This is you arguing with Richter. It's like,
yeah.
no, it just improves your thinking. It's like, no, it makes you go to sleep or you steal it. There's only two outcomes.
I see.
I suppose ideally, Joe, you do put the hat on one of your fucking miscreant idiot teammates, and then actually detect thoughts. The thing.
Yeah, I am thinking about it, especially Richter right now. Oh, it's the Port of Shaka.
Is that what the fuck it's called? Because I would not have guessed that was the name.
Yeah, along the little country of
Shaka?
Ashcan. No, no, just Shaka.
Oh,
Along the
oh,
little.
yeah, yeah, Sahaka.
Oh, there's a name missing there, buddy.
Like I said, I mispronounced it as terribly as possible.
Uh, but yeah, basically, Pat, I was just here trying to find ways to discover. Like, I cast detect thoughts on the hat, but it seems the hat is not sentient unless someone's wearing it.
The hat's sentient?
I mean, it has some sentience since it controls your mind,
What's the point
but
of it improving your mental stats if you don't get to control them?
Oh yeah, that's
what,
way to go there, Einstein.
what do you think I'm trying to find out with control? Like, Pat, this is absolutely one of the better items I myself as a character could have.
Look, I'm playing devil's idiot. by being Richter, and you're going like, no, it just improves your thinking. It's like, well, that's not helpful if it makes you go to sleep.
It's like a Curran's advocate, but it's like a Curran's retarded best friend advocate. It's a Curran after he's gone to a Kegger advocate.
It's like, I understand, Richard, but the point is, it has the potential.
Oh, okay. There's a Curran's advocate, and what Pat is being is a Stago's advocate.
It's like, yeah, but so you say the stone can make us teleport? That's kind of boring.
I mean, we'll just travel the rest of the world, and then we can teleport back.
Just open up gate spells everywhere.
It's also good Richter, in case we need to go somewhere fast.
Yeah. Again, specifically, Joe, when I'm saying, like, it might not do certain teleportation spells, I'm thinking if for some reason there's, like, some anti-magic circle against demons that's qualified as a teleportation spell, that wouldn't be one of the things it does. It's specifically for traveling. So, yeah.
It can cast any spell of conjuration teleportation.
Yeah, but see I want to say that, but I'm going to get like walled by some fucking weird obscure spell that does that, but it's just completely out of the realm of what the stone should do. Like I said, if for some reason there's a conjuration teleportation spell where it's just made to like prevent a specific thing from going in this circle or something, the stone does not make weird anti-zones.
Yeah, it's basically the stone can only be used for things that can move us, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I care.
You should also tell him it's going to cast it's going to take you an incredibly long time to cast anything.
Yeah.
So it's an out of combat item.
Yeah, it's like a ritual kind of thing that I need to do to actually cast it. So, Kieran, I researched a lot, and basically what I found out is the stone can cast teleportation spells to move us, but it takes minutes to do so.
Okay,
that's still very
that's useful. A fair point.
Yeah.
That you like it only does for travel spells.
Yeah.
And that's a fair point because I typed in teleportation, conjuration teleportation, and then one of the first ones are immediately guardian armor.
Yeah.
It teleports a suit of armor you're wearing to another ally.
Yeah,
but that's useless.
I suppose the stone could do that, but there's no point in making it do that.
Hey,
it takes minutes to cast.
Yeah.
Let me just do minutes of guardian armor.
Joe's like, I'm going to... You fucking... That's like abusing an Onero to be lazy. I'm gonna fucking concentrate on this to take my armor off instead of just physically taking it off.
I assume there's a formula for how many minutes it takes to cast something depending on the spell level.
Random.
You haven't found out yet?
Yeah, I'm going to roll a dice and it's going to be that many minutes.
Oh. I assume this is...
I mean, that's still really good for, like, moving
shit.
shit.
It's a D1000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like I said, if you're going to do it in combat, there's a risk that it's never going to pay out. But out of combat, I don't even have to roll because I could just say, some time spent.
It takes this time.
Yeah.
So I do believe it is very useful in the sense that, for example, what happened in Tantaruto when people did sending to us, now we can actually go back to the places we've been to.
And if we ever get any more like information about Manfred, we can tell the dragon who's there.
Yeah, for the most part, it's a good way of saying that you guys don't spend 4 weeks traveling between cities.
If we're keen on working with her, she seemed to care a lot about it.
Now, question. What is the caster level of the stone?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. It's a fucking artifact. What are you asking here? Also,
I was just...
Yeah,
so... There's some things.
So, just so you know, we're recording, and earlier in the recording, I described what Joe saw when he peered into the Akashic record to see the like display of how it was made in its recordings that Joe happened to nab with his nice check. But this thing was forged by a dreamer, buddy. Like he took he reached into the earth with his hand, pulled up a clump of clay, clasped his hands together, and like ground out into the purest form of stones 4 rocks, which one he pushed into the deepest depths of the water and imbued it with magic. He put another one into a volcano of fire imbued it with magic. He just fucking punched back into the earth another one and imbued it with magic. And the one you have, he pulled the last rock out and reached into space and imbued it into magic. And that's the stone that has the same symbols matching yours.
So just do that.
Yeah, the coolest
What's
thing
that planet
is,
over there? I don't know, but I'm going to it.
the
Yeah,
coolest thing
you
about
can
that
cast
is-
planetary teleport with it, but I do not recommend it.
No, I don't want to leave the planet at the moment.
Yeah,
Maybe later.
Maybe grab an air bubble spell before you do.
yeah.
Probably.
But this is the thing, but is the coolest thing is if we actually get the 4 stones, all of them make a crown, like a fucking Ayun crown kind of thing.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
And here
No,
we are, just fucking around with the hat while he's like
No,
making earth-shattering revelations.
this is the thing. I've also made a earth-shattering revelation about the hat, which is
Oh.
the hat, Kieran. I really wanted, but I have no idea how to take away the drawbacks from using. The effect of the hat is while someone's wearing it, it gives +8 to all mental stats.
Oh.
It's not really that interesting. What's more interesting is the
It
side
gives
effects.
+8 to all mental stats, but you're asleep.
You're asleep and also might get possessed.
Yeah, that's the fun
You're-
part.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to tell him, Govar. Clearly, it's useless because you're asleep, or you try and steal it. Whatever.
The hat is just a
Yeah.
shitty, just a shitty superpowered circlet. But I think the possession part is way more interesting.
I mean, it is, but
It could be used as like a fucking negative effect for enemies. Put the
Yeah!
hat on them.
That's what I said.
Oh no! I dropped my own arrow.
I drop my own arrow right on the enemy's head.
I dropped my
And then
magnum
you drop it and you're
onero.
running away. It's like, haha! I have it now. Hello.
Not my own arrow. Please don't take my own arrow.
please don't wear it.
Please don't wear it and take it from me and not give it back.
There's so
No,
much good possibilities for it.
I'm just really sad because of how much my class benefits from it, and how I'm not able to use it at all.
I just like how the Quaza was like, hey, Guadalupe, put that on right now.
Yeah. You even saved Guadalupe, and she was just like, what? And then you killed her. Poor Guadalupe did nothing wrong.
So
I mean, I saved her from sleeping.
beyond the fact,
And by
for-
I mean
beyond the
not
fact
even
for the ghetto Infinity Stone you got there.
Yeah.
There is one thing that could really help us if somebody else gets away with teleport. Trace teleport, which
That's
can't
not-
do anything because I just now realized that it is divination.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Trace teleport is what someone does to follow your dumbasses.
Now, what I really also want to say in this
I,
character, my character will say that he has an interest to go to a very, very ruined city.
I do want to mention the ghetto
Uh-huh.
Infinity Stone really does feel true to me, because like Infinity Stones are like gems, and this is literally just a rock with runes engraved in it.
What was... I'm watching this, so I don't have the name right in front of me, but I...
What?
It's
Commanduk?
Poison City.
Commanduk?
Commanduk.
The Poison Wastes, the Kingdom of Ooze, what?
Yeah,
Why the hell do you want to go there?
Yeah.
I want to go find books.
Are you sure they're not also oozed right now?
They're probably all fucked up.
I need to try and find... I'm trying to join the intellectuary.
Ew. Nerd.
Well, Larry, if you weren't able to just kill me with a swing, I'd kill you.
That was fucking amazing.
With 2 players here, you could also do the fucking detect thoughts on the hat if you want.
Okay, Richter, hold on. Govar, prepared to knock them out.
No, I just gotta take the hand from him.
Now, I want to see while he's possessed.
Have to stop him from stealing. Don't
Fair
steal.
enough.
Just
Okay, because I really want to try I want to try both detect thoughts and detect desires.
okay. So, are we actually doing this just as a confirmation?
If Richter and Govar agree, sure.
You two?
Yeah, sure. It's been a while since we did the hat thing.
All right.
Yeah. Wearing the hat's fun.
All right. Performing the hat trick, I know Richter fails because his will's too bad.
Hey! I could roll a 20.
Yeah, so could
No.
I.
Don't. Haha!
It would be funny.
I did.
Wow, that's amazing. That's actually amazing. You roll a 20. All right,
Wow.
Pat.
Too
Wow.
powerful.
Pat, you feel a brief influx of a surpassing power of intellect and wisdom entering you, making you realize you've been kind of acting like a douchebag for a bit. But that +8
Holy
charisma,
shit.
that +8 charisma makes you know that you're not acting like a douchebag if you look this good. Now,
It's like,
That's how it works.
wow.
so you get that for roughly 6 seconds. Give me another will save, buddy.
It's like, wow. I feel like not an idiot anymore.
It's really sad that it's every 6 seconds now. That just makes it sad. That means that we're never going to be able to use it effectively.
You are
It's
never-
really just more so a weapon.
It's not designed for people to wear it. you have to have a very good will save to keep wearing it. A very good will save.
You need to just be
my
a fucking
God.
paladin.
So for 6 seconds, like he puts it on, and amazingly, you guys see him looking around, really introspective.
Swells.
And before he opens his mouth, he goes back to limp catatonic state.
Hey, quick question. Just, is it a sleep effect?
No,
Okay.
So
Oh.
sad.
like if you are immune to sleep, I can tell you now. No, technically, we could say later you try becoming immune to sleep, and you'll still become catatonic.
Elves. Elves are immune to magical sleep effects.
You're not an elf.
I know. I'm just asking for reference.
No one in the party is an elf.
It's
Guadalupe
for
an
reference.
elf?
Fuck.
Was Guadalupe an elf?
Yes, she was.
Okay. We know now. The more we know.
Like, I'm just retroactively like sharpening her ears.
Just David just sticks her hand to a grindstone. There we polish finish.
Retroactively, Richter's just like, I can't believe he killed.
I don't think this could have gone any better.
No, yeah, those are
Watch
good.
me.
Those
Now
were
just
good
gotta
numbers to
go
get.
to the stock.
Nat 20 to Nat 1. So yes, I guess you've learned somewhat in character, seeing that Richter didn't immediately conk out and then did, that there really is no long-term save from wearing the hat.
Yeah, this hat really just seems more like a weapon. The stone is really useful, and the stock seems like a liability.
The stock is a great
It makes
theme,
me wonder why that cultist put it on in the first place.
because they don't know how it works.
Yeah,
Obviously.
he was told to.
Um,
Seemed to be running the show, and she was like, "Just put it on, lol."
I can't wait for freaking. So I finally can't do the fucking delete egos on this.
So Joe, when Pat again goes to the same thing that the two people possessed, were you guys possessed multiple times, just one each, right?
None of us got possessed multiple times.
No,
both
we
of us
only got
possessed
possessed once each before we got bored of it.
All right.
Yeah.
So getting possessed again, Pat raises up, goes hello, and you see him immediately turn to Govar and begin walking backwards away from you two.
Oh,
I
remembers.
I have the spells cast.
Are you
Okay.
gonna steal?
The detect thoughts works like this. As Richter goes hello, his thoughts are hello, and as he's backing away from Govar, He's thinking, not again.
What about the tech desires?
To stay on, to keep the hat on.
Okay, I'll tell Gilbert to take it off.
Yeah, sure. Overall,
Alright,
just take it off.
Richter, you two just do your silly little rolls between each other. Like, I'm sure Govar can fucking rip off your head, so...
Yeah, let me just get into...
I'll guess hold first.
You don't have to get into the roll 20.
Yeah,
our Discord
we
has a
might as
dice
well.
bot.
Oh, well, I don't know what my bonus is, so...
Yeah, fair.
I think it's 16, but I'll know for sure when I see my sheet. Oh, yeah, it's 16.
Right. Is that a CMD, buddy? What's your thing right now, Pat? The hat is fully aware.
Probably not that good. It's...
Strength BAB.
Oh no, he missed it. It's 22.
Alright. Richter begins running away. You are not using your kineticist powers to run yet, so, by all means, just keep chasing him.
I guess old person can give me a little save.
You have the unfortunate problem that Pat is currently getting a +8 to his wisdom stat.
Yeah, he's getting a +4 to the save.
I should be faster than him. Well, I don't know. It depends on if this is like... I don't know. I have the boots,
Right,
but
so-
if I'm wearing armor, then I wouldn't be faster.
I don't know, I guess
Like,
that's your choice.
Roll my will save with a +4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed.
If Richter escapes, and this is how we write his character off, that'd be funny.
I mean, you won't. I guess next turn I'll cast Expedition Retreat on Govar.
That's true. I mean, Govar has the boots on, but at the very
I have
least.
boots on, so I move. I got the go fast boots.
Yeah, so.
Just gotta get lucky and hope I don't remember. Hope the possessor doesn't use my stuff.
Govar chases after him and tries to take the
Well-
hat off again.
Yep.
Possessors can't use spell-like abilities unless they go deep down.
I assume you don't have a CMD of 33.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's 22 actually.
Essentially, for this hat to get away, you guys would have to fail for a couple of rounds. But if you happen
It's
to.
happened before.
Exactly, that's why
You
Manfred is a
failed
threat.
one round that time, and I only got down a hallway.
That's what I'm saying. You guys would have to fail a couple of rounds before I had
No,
Richter fly out.
We're talking about Manfred, where we rolled absolute fucking shit every time and he got away.
Yeah, it was like 4 rounds of fucking up, and now Manfred's a threat. Which, like, again, if there was like 4 or 5 rounds of you guys just failing to take the hat off, I would have had the hat accidentally kinetic jump out a window. But, you fucking tackle him while he's still trying to find a way out, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So he's on. Pat, you wake up. You're pinned to the ground by Govar.
Hey,
You remembered me.
I just take the hat as like I just look at it dejectedly.
Staring really in depth at the fucking silly little wizard hat, it almost seems like the creases of it, Joe, resemble that of a face.
Fucking.
it's the Sorting Hat.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like Sorting Hat looking at.
Sorting hat.
My character's just
The sorting hat sorts you into freedom.
Yeah. Sorting hat chooses freedom.
Yeah. I mean, at least we got this still.
Now we just have to, I guess, well, we don't have to, but at some point we should probably fuck around with the stock to see what that does.
It's
No,
if you
thank you, I'm
if you hold it, it has and you point it at something. Hopefully, pointing it at something that isn't yourself or a friend or something, just holding it out.
There's like a 10% chance of doing something.
Yeah, it has a 10% chance of disintegrating whatever it's looking at.
10% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
It's not a good, like I said, it's another thing I gave you as like a for funsy item, because
It's neat.
using it in combat is just going to be
I
pretty
mean,
pointless.
it's very much so a fuck that particular wall over there.
Yeah, you can tunnel through walls with it, or eventually, who knows what will happen if you keep doing that, because I can't help but think I have put down walls before that specifically reflect magic. Like puzzle doors. Like, if you try to disintegrate a puzzle door and it reflects magic, I'm sure you people would be upset. Just fair warning before you try that. But yeah, you
That's why
probably
we disintegrate around the puzzle door.
yeah. There was what I say. There's probably a good amount of tunneling through a fucking Minotaur's labyrinth before that happens. Like, oh
Yeah.
no, a maze. Brrr.
Now our dumber members of the party have some way to figure out how to do mazes
Yeah.
and other puzzles.
We'll never solve this riddle. Meanwhile, you're just like carving a hole next to it.
Yeah,
10%.
we're taking the dwarf way out.
This is how we beat the Tomb of Horrors. So yeah, the Beholder Eye stock isn't terribly interesting. It's not even magical, I don't think. It's supernatural, right?
I mean,
I
I'd
mean, it's
imagine
probably
some
magic.
sort of magical effect is keeping it animated.
Yeah, it's probably the same kind. It's probably has some necromancy to keep it alive.
Well, yeah, but that's already on it. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying there's nothing that's actually like interesting about examining that.
It's very interesting to turn something into nothing.
No, I don't.
It's
I'm
called
not-
it's transmute to ash.
Yeah. I'm referring to like the actual like identifying it as like, yes, this is a stock from a beholder. What do you do?
So yeah, I mean the stone seems to be the most useful one. The most interesting seems to be the hat. Just for like it possesses you and remembers.
I think the real threat of using that hat as a weapon is if someone happens to put it on and not even like pass the check like Pat did for a few rounds, but just if the hat becomes sentient again and starts running around.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on. Well, no, because we don't know. We only have one instance. We'd have to figure out if it remembers everything that it has done since it's been in use, or if it remembers
See,
when it's
that's-
on this person's head.
See, that's the thing. It might only remember for the stuff from Pat, or it might remember from being on your head too, but it doesn't actually. It hasn't seen
Yeah.
you from your own perspective.
Because if it remembers everything, then it remembers both of us every time. But
Yeah.
it didn't. It depends on if the hat can see us when we're wearing it.
That would be. I mean, it very well could just create a new ego every time it's on someone's head. Every person has a unique ego. Which leads into some weird, interesting things for sure. So yeah, any other fucking about with artifacts you wanted to do there, Joe?
No, probably just sell the myriad of scrolls we got.
Yeah,
I mean, you do know, like, I imagine during your research you figure out how to utilize the stone.
yeah.
Yeah, I know how to use a stone.
All right. I don't think we need to record you selling things. I think just this recording is just good enough for you to go back and like remember anything about any of the artifacts without having to like, in 15 weeks having to like dredge through the text history. So yeah, I'm gonna stop recording now.